It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we've got Daniel Jones. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Giants and the Cowboys under the lights on Thursday night.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. 2 NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, the air of the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks led to the Lions. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. That's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 19 carries, 79 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Jones, and his throw is incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top-9 passing offense in this one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing Jones. And this is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brought down to the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. They run here with Rico Dowdle. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
There he goes, right side. And get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tobin. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 4th down. gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
They take the lead at the 6-yard line. First down goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try to run forward Davis. A minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with the W.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Pulled in at the 24. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
And the giant rush gets housed. Down he goes. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They run here with Dowdle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lowen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So after the conversion on fourth, here's first and 10 just outside of the red zone. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down. Again to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Prescott. Well, they would have got the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drive means he'll be fourth down.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut him down on that attempt.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Now out come the Giants. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. The Giants had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half. But this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a play fake here on first down. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods. And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
A stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now Jones, and that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jones on third down. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Down 2 scores already. I don't think these guys will be too enthralled with the notion of settling for 3 here. Very nice job of execution on third down. Able to keep the drive moving.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun. Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an out-of-boy there on first down, got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd down, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And again, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target lane. He's in the space past the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Jones now on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Plenty of good games to choose from in that early window. We'll highlight the one down in Tampa, a big test for the Bucs at home as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Washington Commanders. And then finally, a good one on Sunday night between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On play action, Prescott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
At their 48-yard line.
A give, Singletary right side. He stiff arms him, and they can't bring him down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Holding. Offense.
And they get the guard, John Runyon. Here's Jones, looking to throw on second down. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You've said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the Cowboys' 32-yard
Throwing Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
and 8 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away this timing.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. Prescott on play action. Over the middle, hauled in by Lynn. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Draw play, Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. This is caught. It's close. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains.
Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I would just tell you from the defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself, because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
Now Elliott. Powerful running. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to tough it up and keep them out of the end zone.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. There's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Automatic first down.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down and a yard.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Now Jones. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
On the run, this is Gray. And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point from the 33. Here's 2nd and a yard.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A beautiful fake. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And New York set to take the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Jones on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Catch made by Slayton. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Giants go on for it, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up. and ready to go and you think are going to be successful, not so far in this game.
Now a 2nd and 6. A running play, it's Dowdle.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew there'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
New York set to take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Jones.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jones throwing on first down.
Complete to his giant Jalen Hyatt.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
But this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
This will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Fights through him. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. To return is McKenzie. And New York set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means after one extra plays, hard to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
This will be fielded at the 17. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.
So for the Cowboys, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.